Welcome to the show that teaches you the things your parents and teachers are too afraid to. The heliosblog. Today, on the Whatever podcast, these girls rage against toxic masculinity. Here we go.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
Oven. Wife would never give me microwave pizza.
So the video is called Toxic Masculinity at Work.
Make it bigger, please. Oh, man. Damn. These piece of shit men. How could the... Man.
No empathy. They don't have any empathy, Brian.
Toxic!
Man, these... Toxic masculinity right here.
The problem
Terrible human beings.
is that they're not saving the kittens either, just the dogs.
Oh boy.
No, oh boy is the dog's name.
I mean, you can't really blame them for that. Ultimately, the cats, they're a little bit smarter. They go to high ground. It's the dumbass dogs that are left behind. What do you want them to do?
The dumbass dogs.
I like all the dogs hanging out on the roof. No, those are chickens.
They're on the roofs, though. What the? Damn. Shit, that's great. Damn, that's a cute dog. Adopt that dog. Ah, man.
Toxic men. Worst human beings on the planet.
Yeah, this toxic masculinity, we need to put a stop to this. I mean, it's just, how dare these men? Okay, all right. Come
How
on.
dare they?
All right. There you go. Yeah. All right. So
That's it for the roast, boys? Come on.
I paused it temporarily. We got some coming in.
The legendary Trash Panda donated $20. Chair 5. I also had a problem processing yours. It kept giving you a mustache, so I took a closer look. You tucking your sack back, bruv. Them boys must be taped and packed tight, son.
Talking about you.
Whoa.
You got a response? You want-
She doesn't even know how to respond. Look at Andrew's face. She doesn't even... Again, so smart she doesn't even know she's been insulted.
Let's go into the table. So you
What did they say?
on the back.
She wasn't listening. Why would she listen?
Just scoot your chair into the table a little bit so you can,
Wait, what am I responding to?
It just goes to show, these people saying that it's all white and black women. No, it's not. In the West, it's not.
Yeah. All right.
Dylan Joe donated $21. Dating should be like baseball. If you get a home run in the first few dates, go steady. Ever since cell phones were given to our generation, it added a whole texting phase to dating. Please chill with the fat jokes. North Alberta kid donated $20.81. This is the most reasonable, respectful group of women I have seen on this podcast. The boys are really reaching hard to instigate controversy.
Canadian.
The incels are so annoyed right now. Fartbox donated $20. I would suck a fart out that ass and hold it like a bong hit Morgan.
I like that these girls go on the podcast wearing as little clothes as possible. That's my favorite.
What?
You want to respond to that, Morgan?
I'd not like to respond.
Okay.
Ryan Calloway donated $25. Please add Trump saying shut up, silly woman to the soundboard. From the snake poem he reads at his rallies, so many places to use it. By the way, this pizza roast session was a great idea.
Thank you, man.
Don Becker donated $20. Andrew, I broke down to a femme today why women didn't have bank accounts, so they couldn't occur debt back then, and she just froze and said sounds like no freedom.
Hilarious.
Yeah, if that's no
Brian's
freedom,
failing
sign me up.
intestinal donated $20.
Hilarious.
We can't hold out much longer. Brian, please.
It's true, man. If they could talk, man. They could talk. If you could be a fly in my intestine.
Grid2 Go-Kart Sports donated $20. Do any ladies on the panel have armpit hair to show off? A little garnish makes pizza delicious. It's a shame Brian was too cheap to spring for real pizza with pineapple.
Very uncontroversial statement there.
Any armpit hair check? Anybody? Armpit hair? Armpit hair check? Okay, just check. All right. We got more
No liberal womanist NPCs?
coming.
Dariel_Frank Castle 512 donated $20. If it were Springfield, Ohio, the Haitians would have saved the cats too. They got to secure their next meals, Lamau.
Perfect. Yes. That's the humor we like.
Burrito SA donated $20.
Uh-oh.
A couple of 8s on this panel are 8s in a different sense, as in Brian would vomit his burrito after looking at their faces for 8 milliseconds.
What? The fuck?
What the?
Okay.
The Rosetta Stone
Crazy.
donated $20.
Thank you, Rosetta.
Love the way words anymore are being appropriated and used without even understanding the standard definition. They just assign random definitions based on what they feel the word should mean.
Yes, indeed. That's exactly. Okay, let's continue here. That's enough roasts, I think.
What should your partner spend for your Christmas gifts? Oh, hashtag recession money.
500,000.
I would say 1,000.
Holy God! What?
For the
Look at Andrew.
Christmas gifts, okay.
I don't care about gifts, money.
Good.
I want to spend time with him, but I don't.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't care about material.
Okay, so 0.
No, there's no amount of money. No.
Okay.
10K. Just kidding. I don't know. I don't care. $100.
I'd say like, depending on what he's comfortable spending, but $20 is like, I guess, reasonable.
Okay, nice. Nice low cost here.
Around $50, but I also like things that are like handmade.
Handmade?
Nice. All right.
Okay.
I don't think there should be a monetary value necessarily. I mean, I'm a big gift giver, but no monetary value.
Yeah, it's again, that's not the point of Christmas gifts. It's not about how much money you're spending. That's insane.
Doesn't matter.
And
I wonder if this is virtue signaling here.
Anissa, the only woman here who actually has a boyfriend, no offense to the rest of you. How much do you expect your boyfriend for the little holidays, you know?
I don't really have a number.
500K.
Okay. I'll read this. Daniel Nasiri, Brian, next time they refute the traditionally, or wait, let me read, hold on, hide that. Just Sons of Liberty, my house in Florida was submerged by over 4 feet of ocean water. Oh, sorry, man.
He said FEMA's broke because they spend it on illegals.
Came in after that. I tried. We cut it off. Forward bow challenge them with the hypocrisy of providing the reverse bow with the hair-pulling bareback doggy style. So basically, you'll arch your back in a different way for a man, but you won't do a little benign, innocent,
But that's an assumption.
wholesome bow. You think, is it, hold on.
That's an assumption. It's like, oh, okay.
Do we have any
it's like
virgins? Do we have any virgins here at the table?
pulled the hair back,
Okay,
doggy
you know
style.
what? I think that that's fair. I think that she makes a fair
It
point.
is
That
fair.
is an assumption. I just want to make sure then, right, that this will be a prying question. You don't have to answer it, of course, but I assume that you've just never had sex doggy style then.
Looks around like, I can't answer that.
No, there's a difference between like pulled a hair back and like being super whatever
that's
and
not
like.
what he said.
Let's
He
be
didn't
honest,
say pull hair
donated
back. He said the back,
$100.
the neck up and the arch.
Seems like she'd be a wholesome partner plus is a bit of a smoke show. Grats to whoever nabs her.
Who's that? Sorry, I don't know.
All right.
But he's saying that that is a submissive position to be put in. If you're in that
Yeah.
submissive position, your head is thrown back and your back is arched.
Yeah.
It's essentially the same exact position, right? And of course, I'm not trying to pry. I'm just pointing this out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fair though. It just sounded more aggressive, like you would let someone do that. Let me think.
I like that the girl to the right is like falling through the floor right now. She's so bored. You can see it on her face. She's like, why am I here?
I mean, that is assuming that like everyone here would let a man do that, and you don't want to.
I assume that women who have had sex multiple times,
you would have
multiple partners, have likely had sex in that position.
Yeah.
Though I'm sure that there's some who are just like straight missionary. I'm sure that they exist. I just have a feeling it isn't gonna be most of the women on this panel. Just saying.
Yeah. That you know what? That's fair when you think about it.
Raise your hand if you've never had doggy style sex.
Indeed. Andrew.
All right. Okay. I guess that's okay. Good talk, I guess. Good talk. Guys, that was great. Wait, we were going around the table on...
Everyone seems very uncomfortable right now.
Wait, what was the Techno Troopers question? Oh, no, sorry, we did it. My bad. We already did it. We have a message here from Alvin Sam. What's more submissive, a woman who bows or a man who pulls the chair out? Wait, a woman who bows or a man who pulls the chair out or holds the door open? Girl in the middle, think about what you said. So what's more, I guess this is a question to you, what's more submissive?
Well, I feel that it's more submissive of a woman who bows just because pulling the chair out is ingrained within like chivalry and...
Right. Which is, you know, treating girls, like putting girls on a pedestal type behavior.
It just doesn't...
Girls earn that treatment. They don't just get it for free.
Seem as submissive as that, but you know, that's just my opinion on that.
Which one takes more actual physical effort?
The second one.
Pulling the chair out. Takes more time, takes more effort. But y'all can't hit a bow.
No. Why would girls ever do anything for a man? Men deserve nothing.
So I asked before, you didn't really answer. Would you bow to a woman if that she was the perfect woman for you? If she wanted that?
It's an interesting question.
No.
I bow to no one. No, I'm obviously kidding. But it's not really a thing that a guy does for a girl. It's not really the proper dynamics.
It is.
And here, I'll give you my justification for it. I don't think that men are supposed to submit to women.
Right, but you could do a Japanese style where the girl bows lower and the guy bows a little. That would be what's that called? Acknowledging the status of the different parties.
And it's an act of submission. But not only is it an act of submission, it's a sign of respect. I don't think that men should be bowing to women ever. Ever.
But it's also a submission to, like this guy said, to pull the chair out and hold the door open.
I don't think that that's submissive. I think that that's a sign of respect, absent submission.
You wouldn't consider those things a submission?
Here,
no.
To make this question fair, I would like you to ask me, because to Andrew's point, that is it more submissive. So you'll have to ask me a question that would be more gender appropriate, and I'll happily give you a yes or no. But you can't just reverse Uno the question. So give me an ask from a woman for the perfect woman that would be gender appropriate for me to do.
But why does it have to be gender appropriate? People are different.
Exactly. That's exactly why it has to be gender appropriate, because people are different.
People have different ways of showing love and affection and respect.
Well, because even within the worldview of there being 10,000 genders, Brian most assuredly takes the gender of the traditional he/him, right, under this paradigm. And so even under the paradigm of those who believe that there's 1,000 genders, they would have to show respect to the particular gender which the person is allocating to themselves, right?
I wasn't speaking about that there's 10,000 genders. There's two.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you were. I'm just saying even assuming there were, inside of that worldview, you would still be assigning the respect portion of it to the gender the person assigned themselves, right? That's why. So either way, it's like a double-edged sword. So either he's the traditional masculine or assigns the traditional masculine, and not traditional in the sense of I go for tradition, but traditional masculinity. If that is the case, he assigns that to himself, whichever way, inside the other worldview or his worldview, you would still be showing respect through that, right?
Okay, so you're just...
So what he's saying is you need to give him a gendered ask because that's how you show respect to how he sees himself.
Speaking from a traditional masculinity standpoint.
Yes.
Just from that. Okay, I understand that then.
Well, because so I think so to your question, I think like if she was going to ask you something that's like gender equivalent for you, I think it would be something emotional. So something as to, so the bow would be a respect.
Scoot the mic to the edge of the table, please.
Okay, so the bow is like a respectful thing for you, and I guess for you to the woman would be something like you have to listen to her talk about her day, and
for 10 seconds.
For 10 seconds.
Which is about 3, 4, 5 times as long as it takes.
I'm just saying, like, that's the equivalent, right?
Sure.
Something emotional.
Once a day, I will listen to her for 10 seconds.
So there you go. I just feel that would be sort of the...
Not a problem. For the perfect woman, you know what, Andrew? Perhaps I'm going to get flack for this. Dating is difficult. Dating is complicated. There's a lot of... I think people don't underestimate what perfection is.
Right. So for a girl that's like good, you'll listen to her talk. I mean, especially if she has something to say, or just as a sign of respect, sure. But that sort of behavior of you listening to her, that's given for good behavior. It's not just given for nothing.
For the perfect woman, you ask if I would bow, and I was a bit hesitant. I wouldn't bow for a woman, but for the perfect woman, I'm going to get flack. There's not a lot of perfect women out there. In fact, I don't know if there's any. I will take the concession. I'll hit the bow for the perfect woman.
Okay. Happy to hear.
What? Ashley McKeon.
Yes, Andrew. What? Yes, dude.
I subscribe to your channel. I don't want to work full-time. I rather raise the children. His hobby is a band and spends roughly 1K a month on it, so I need to work so we make the bills. I love her show.
Yeah, that sounds like an investment. So that's a whole different thing. Nope, you should still submit. It's an investment. You're hoping that his band makes it big so you never have to work again. Stop the cope, Ashley. Brian,
thank you,
I gotta add back to this.
Yeah, no, let's get into it, Andrew.
What?
I actually see, in order to secure her, I get the perfect woman handed to me on a silver platter, and all I have to do is do one bow. But otherwise, hold on, Andrew, here's the entailment. The entirety of the rest of the relationship, she's perfectly submissive. She doesn't quarrel. She's beautiful, feminine, all the traits that I want. Giant Guinness World Record book labia. Yes, Andrew, I will take the concession. This woman does not exist, Andrew.
You can't pal, bro.
Okay, but she literally lets me rest my feet on her back while I watch TV.
You can't.
But the
bow.
one, hold on.
You can't bow. I'm sorry.
I'm being extreme here, but I'll do it.
You can't bow.
Andrew, no. But Andrew, you're gonna have to take the L on this.
Let me give you my rebuttal.
Andrew, you got to take the L. I'm sorry, but okay.
I don't care if you show up every single night to the best food you've ever had, to the best sex you've ever had, to the most submissive woman who's ever existed, and she loves you to death. She will die, take every bullet for you. She will lie to the FBI on your behalf. She will help you bury the dead body in the backyard. You don't fucking bow.
No, Andrew, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, Andrew, But, okay, here's the trade-off. So I don't accept the perfect woman. Then I must accept a flawed woman, correct? And in some way, she's going to challenge
It's already a flawed woman if you're bowing to her. There you go. That's the entailment. That's the logical entailment. It has to be already imperfect, an imperfect
Indeed.
woman. If you have to bow, that is the logical syllogism. So
everything else is
perfect
perfect.
woman. Hang on, she's perfect in every conceivable way except you have to bow. Therefore, she can't be perfect. Therefore, you can never bow to a woman, Brian. Done, bro.
Perfect, but I have to bow. That's it. I got to do a little fucking bow.
Then she's not perfect. That's the entailment of the position, that she's not perfect.
No, but okay, Andrew.
Okay, hang on.
He means perfect outside of one little detail.
Hang on. I can prove this. I can prove this.
She's perfect except she has an end count of 500. What's wrong?
Logically to you.
No, you can't. But go ahead.
If that perfect woman was perfect in every way and you did not have to bow, would you prefer that woman over a woman who was perfect in every way but you did have to bow?
Well, yes, sure.
Well, then we have discovered there's an imperfection, and therefore the perfect woman cannot ever exist if you must bow. Therefore, Andrew was right, and you just took the fattest L of your career,
No,
sir.
but hold on. Let me just fucking rip out my chapter 3 from debateuniversity.com. You son of a gun. Here I got you, Andrew, because the perfect
Get cancer, Andrew. Get cancer from this.
woman, but that's it. But you have to do this, which in the
Yes, but the buts, if you have to do this, this increases.
hypothetical presented would suggest that she is perfect, but this one thing.
So then you're not, okay, but this doesn't make any sense because you're already making the claim she's not perfect. So why would you bow for the woman?
You're
who isn't
overthinking
perfect?
it. Andrew, you're overthinking it.
Hang on, the initial premise
Ashley McKee
was
donated
that...
$100.
Hold on.
Is the investment more important though? My kids are 1 and 2 and we have a third on the way.
Ashley...
I just want to give them the time they need so they grow up well. Thank you for your criticism.
Thank you, Ashley.
Well, I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm just trying to point out that, yeah, that's an investment. And yes, you should submit either way. Andrew, even if you're the primary breadwinner, you should still submit because that's still an investment. It's still an investment.
Andrew, can I ask you a question? Andrew, let me ask you a question. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate it. Thank you. Andrew, you're a proponent of marriage, Christian man, Orthodox Christian.
Yes, I am a proponent of marriage.
Now,
yes,
here we go.
Do you have any quarrel with a man kneeling to propose to his girlfriend?
Yeah, I don't think you should kneel to propose.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But men do. But men do.
Yeah, I think they probably shouldn't.
Agreed.
I agree with you there.
Well, I don't know.
The man shouldn't kneel to propose because she's not above him. He's above her, and she's getting him as the prize.
What's the quarrel? Right.
Well, okay, then I was hoping you would say, you know. Right.
You were hoping I would take the alternative position.
You knew but look, I'm just saying, look, okay, you're trying to get me on a technicality,
hang on, but I'm going to grant it and say Andrew Wilson thinks you should. That's not an act of submission.
Okay,
it's not an act of submission to kneel to ask for the marriage, because what you're actually doing, right, is you're saying, listen, this is the one time in my life that I'm going to show you some vulnerability as I ask you for this great leap from you. The one time ever. Now, if this motherfucker got on his knees every other day to propose, you would agree that there's a problem there, right? But like one time, like if you said to me, Andrew, I bowed once to the perfect woman, that's different. But you said you would bow. No, you would bow to the perfect woman. What? Like she's gonna hit the door and Brian's gonna bow, bro?
I'm not gonna allow you to gish gallop, Andrew. You gish galloper. You're gonna hold on. You want me to answer the question?
Sorry, I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna answer the question. Okay?
Answer the question, bro.
Now back to this. Okay, so back to this. So Andrew, here's the thing, right? I would rather die on my feet than live on my knees, and you're in favor of kneeling one time. I would rather die on my feet, and as if you bow, you're still on your feet. Boom, roasted.
Okay, perfect.
Lawyer.
Okay, that was funny.
Boom.
Okay, so hang on. If you
I like that they're having this argument and all the girls are like, this is stupid, I'm bored. When is it time to be about me?
Propose with a bow.
Just Gerald donated $100.
Would you recommend that
Ashley,
that men
if you
propose
stopped
with a bow?
paying to send in TTS messages, you'd probably have to work less.
Well, we appreciate Ashley.
What if a man proposed with a bow? Is that okay then? Because he's still on his feet, Brian.
If he proposed with a bow?
Yeah, so he, instead of getting on one knee, he bowed his entire body over and held the ring up like so. Would that be okay?
What is happening right now?
And then you hold the ring straight up above your head, and then bow your whole body over. And you tell,
You're shifting the goalposts.
Yeah, can you do that, Brian? Is that?
This is crazy. Okay, I think we'll end the video there. I hope you enjoyed that. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all the notifications. Buy my books like Hunter M, Adrian R, Tom and Bobby, Dylan, Renaissance Press, Brian, Andrew, Alan, Armani, and Nicholas. Shout out to you, most recent purchase of both my books, Strategist Guide to Seduction and Quotes to Live By. If you'd like me to teach you how to get good at getting girls, just message me at theheliosblog@gmail.com and I'll slot you right into my coaching services. Thank you so much for listening, guys, especially if you listen to the end. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.